let's talk about it. Come on and shout it. I talk, you talk, we talk. Women talk life, it ain't no surprise. Baby, you could see if you would open up your eyes. You won't understand if you can't open up your mind. So let's stop wasting time when women talk live.
And welcome to another episode of Women's Talk Live Overnights. I am your girl, April J.
I'm your girl, SassyScribe.
And this is KL Boogie.
Like, you always on a delay.
Y'all froze. I'm like, everything goes after that.
You just got to keep going with it. Just keep going.
Keep going with it.
Keep going with it.
Oh, man. All right. So,
her Wi-Fi week.
Right.
I say it right after I hear you.
Okay. Hey, it's all good. All right,
Okay.
y'all. So today, we are talking about this whole foolishness going on with Tylenol, autism, and pregnancy. So we call this today facts, frenzy, or political play. So
All
we're
of the
kind of
above.
yeah. So kind of a little background. Last week, the CDC gave some guidance. They did this big announcement in the I guess the White House with who's the guy Trump, and then Robert F. Kennedy, and I guess Dr. Oz, but it was a whole bunch of people around, and they basically said that using Tylenol during pregnancy causes autism. Now, granted, this is something that has been studied for years, and there has been, some studies saying that there was no direct link to Tylenol and autism. What has been directed towards autism is that it's genetic. So, now I will say that I do have a family member who is autistic, and I don't remember his mother ever taking Tylenol while she was pregnant. But then again, I don't know whether or not, if it was genetic or anything like that. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. But hey, did we lose
I have
I think we lost.
I have family members with autism. I have a great nephew that is on the cusp. I don't remember my niece ever taking Tylenol. I don't remember. I was not even around during my cousin's baby's mother's pregnancy, so I don't know. But I do know, and what I'm witnessing with children with autism is that you get one ability taken away and you get another ability given to you. Mm-hmm. So my great nephew has an amazing retention for historical facts. And I'm trying to get to push him towards, because it's something that he can research, it's something he can do on his own. So trying to figure out how to create an online business for him where he can help families trace their roots and all of that stuff, because he's really, really good with it. Like, he can tell you the date someone was born, someone passed, anniversaries, things that we don't remember.
Right.
So, and then my other cousin, he's very smart and is not afraid of anything. Give him a microphone and he is front and center.
Okay.
He is front and center.
Yeah.
So but
I mean,
I don't know if this administration, if I want to, the number of people in this country that are willing to listen to people in this current administration and ignore the people that have studied science and medicine and
that
facts,
are actually doctors.
and listening to, And they'd rather listen to other people. It's like when that whole Dr. Fauci thing, like, this man isn't smart. This man studied. This is his expertise. He is the
Exactly.
subject matter expert.
Right.
And you're listening to a man who has said he has worms in his head, who is taking cocaine and heroin, and
Yeah.
another man that's on Adderall. And y'all are taking their words as fact.
Right. Yeah.
Call me crazy, but I'm going to listen to the scientists and the doctors
Oh yeah,
as
me
opposed
too.
to the buffoons.
Right. Yeah, no way in the world. No way in the
No
world.
way.
And
No
no,
way.
absolutely not. So I wanted to kind of give a couple of facts.
Okay.
Uh Many common alternatives to ethamphetamine. I am not.
Acetaminophen. You
This is
you like
going
you
all
like the
day.
president. But
Yeah.
you know what they said? They called it said that somebody. I saw somebody do it phonetically and said, "I see the Epstein files." Acetaminophen.
Yeah, I know. It's like I saw it. And you know what's crazy? I kept hearing it from him in my head because I said I got to I have to play that. I saw that video and I was like, oh my gosh! And I kept
Please play
okay,
it in the
whatever.
clip.
All right,
Please play it in the
all right,
clip.
yeah, yeah. But so ibuprofen and aspirin may pose a higher risk during pregnancy, including increased potential for birth defects, miscarriage, and other complications. This is why,
Acetaminophen.
there you go, acetaminophen
There you go.
has long been the preferred choice for treating pain and fever in pregnant women. Now, I will say, when I was pregnant with my first daughter, when I was in the delivery room, I ran a high fever, and they did give me Tylenol, and nothing happened to my daughter. So she's, you know, gets on my nerves and all, but hey, listen, it is what it is.
Maybe it is genetics, because I believe a lot of things in the genetics. Like, I believe homosexuality is genetic. I firmly believe that. I'm not a doctor, but when you see characteristics and mannerisms in a 1, 2, or 3 year old, that's something that's inherent. It wasn't taught to them. That's my
You mean
belief. That's the Sassy's
when
belief.
they express a more feminine or masculine, how
I
they
think
respond?
I
Okay.
think that's inherent in them. It's the same way I
Yeah.
think there's some type of, I don't know if there's gene or an inherent bias in young boys related to their masculinity. You know what I mean? Because some of it you see maybe the aggression or the confidence or the arrogance at a young age. But that's just me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a
I think it's
scientist. But most gay people I
nature. What
know
is it?
said they
Nurture
knew at the
versus
age of,
nature.
Hmm.
huh?
Nurture versus nature.
True.
Whereas,
Very true.
We can't hear you.
We lost Kim. We
no, I was
lost you.
saying my dog wants to contribute to the conversation. I was trying to mute him.
Oh, okay.
But no, like, there's a whole theory of thought of, nature versus nurture. Whereas if it's something that's just naturally assigned to you, or is it something from an environmental aspect of how you're brought up, a lot of times how things happen, like, it's kind of like layers. Think of like a croissant that's flaky. It's a layer that's rolled upon a layer, and everything in between, like those butter that open up those seams, those pockets are like compartmentalized issues or trauma, or good things or bad things, all within that person. So, but I do remember having a friend who had a young male child that I watched grow up, and everybody, like, we just knew that he had very feminine, like, that's just who he was, like, and it had nothing to do with like the sexuality of it. It's just how he just rocked, and we're talking about from a child. And I don't know if people put that stigma on him because he presented in a feminine way from being a child, or if that was just who he was and they allowed him the space to be who he was. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand, but
Right.
when I was bringing it back to the Tylenol, it's to me, is it the medicine combined with genetics? Because you have a lot of people that are coming out saying that they took Tylenol their entire pregnancy and their children are fine, and now you have other, also on the flip side, you have other people coming out saying that they took Tylenol and maybe that's why my child is XYZ. So they're giving it it's a crutch in some way
I think it
to me.
I think it's something that has to do with the DNA makeup. I think everything that stems from autism, some of the other conditions that people have, it's a makeup in your DNA.
ADHD.
I
Right.
mean, everybody carries the cancer gene. Everybody carries it, but it's what is activated. How is it activated? It could be activated in any type of way. It may never be activated.
Mhm.
But I think there are certain things in our DNA that we are carriers of, and we
Hmm.
can pass that to our kids, even though we may not have symptoms of that, but we don't know from our family history. That's why when you go to the doctor,
Generational.
they ask you your family
Yeah.
history.
They do.
Because yeah, so it's like it has to do with your DNA. Granted, there are things out there that are not good for you as far as medicine, um, even the foods we eat now and all this stuff. Of course,
It
I mean it's not. Listen, I believe some of the foods that we grew up on no longer exist
doesn't.
because
It
I've
doesn't.
never in my life seen a huge chicken, but you go in the store and you have these big ass chicken wings and
Chicken
legs.
wings.
I'm like, I don't even remember
I won't
it
even
being
buy
that big.
those. I won't even buy those type because
That's the
it's one of the
GMO.
reasons why I can't eat turkey legs or turkey wings. I'll eat everything else on the turkey, but the wings and the legs freak me out because they're so big, and I know a
Mhm.
turkey is big, but
Yeah,
they won't. But when I see these chicken legs and wings just as big as these damn turkey wings, I'm like, nah, what y'all shooting that chicken up with? I'm not eating it.
right. So it's
Steroids,
so I mean I think
growth
it's
hormones, GMO.
right and
And we have a food expert right here. I mean, my girlfriend was in New York yesterday and she sent us a video where they had smoked in quotes when she was looking for smoked turkey necks. And they had it in quotes. And that was just, it's not natural. It wasn't smoke, that's food coloring. And people don't pay attention to that.
And
Like, I
flavors.
didn't even see the quotations until she pointed out the quotations.
hmm yeah. Yeah, that's why it's always good to read labels. And
Hmm.
I'm a big thing. I read. I like to know. I like to know what's in my food, and I will read a label quick. Um.
Hmm.
But another thing that a video that I saw that kind of like just literally just floored me and made me realize they will let this asshole say whatever out his mouth. I just believe that. But
Believe it, we see it with our
but
own eyes. Our
he was
eyes and ears lying to us.
right, but he's calling for a delay of hepatitis B vaccine for
Oh my
newborns
god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
because he felt like it was sexually transmitted.
And oh my god. And the people will literally listen to him and
Yes,
ignore their doctors. And
exactly.
those people, they get exactly, I'm sorry, they get exactly what they deserve. These parents that don't want to vaccinate, I don't have any children, but I don't
You
want to
want
be
to keep a sick
around
leak in your
I don't
brain.
want to be around your cesspool diseased child that's not been what they want. What do they call it? What is that word that I'm looking for? Herd immunity. Is
Herd
that
Vaccinated.
what
immunity.
it is?
Yeah, herd immunity.
Didn't we just have
Hmm.
adults die from measles?
hmm it's still measles has come back up again.
As long as RFK is in charge, I ain't getting vaccinated for shit.
Oh no 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 no
They've
no
been
no no
emailing
no
me to
no no.
come get the flu vaccine
Oh
and come
yeah
get this.
no.
The last shot I got were my two shingle shots.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, now
And that
I
was during Biden.
right. Yeah, now I mean I did for years I didn't get the flu shot. because the last time years ago when I got the flu shot, I actually
I
got
don't
the
get it
flu, and
either.
I was just like, I ain't doing
Yeah.
that no more.
I never
Um,
got the flu shot.
right, and then the last time I had a flu shot, I didn't have a choice because I was going out of the country, and I had to
Okay.
get that with the COVID shot. Will not get the COVID shot again.
That's why I had to get the COVID shot.
But I was just, it just, I had to really kind of double back, and I was like, did this asshole really just say hepatitis B was sexually transmitted and we shouldn't give it? I'm like,
Mhm.
what? And then you have, I believe it was Dr. Oz that was behind
Dr.
that.
Oz is not a doctor.
But I'm like, okay, you have all these people, and I'm like, everybody has this look on their face. Cause I'm like, you will literally let this idiot say whatever. And then to your point, you do have some folks out there that probably said to themselves, oh yeah, it is. No, it is not. It is not a
Listen,
sexually transmitted disease.
Google is your friend.
Yes.
It will validate or it will confirm or deny whatever your belief is, but just use it. Google, Safari, Bing, whatever
Oh
you
no,
have.
I will say this:
Jesus.
hepatitis B, you can get it through sex, from semen, bodily fluids. You can get it, but it's transmitted from the mother to the baby, and she may not know she has it when she has the baby. So the baby's born with it, and they're not vaccinating the baby against it because if the baby's nursing, and the mom, say the father gets it, he's having sex with the mother gets it. She's breastfeeding the baby. Those bodily fluids, the baby could get it, and it's
But that's
like, but
herpes.
that's not the only way to try hepatitis B.
Yes, but I'm
But
saying
that's not
herpes
the
is
only way.
transmitted.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
lot of things you can get your
but
baby.
you
That's
break it
why you
down.
get protection for the baby.
The way you're breaking it down, though, those people that are listening to him are not breaking it down to that level.
No.
You're using common sense, and we have a third of this nation that does not operate in a critical thinking space. So therefore, they don't have common sense. But my mama said common sense ain't common. And we see that
At all.
every day. We
Hmm.
see it every day. And we have a third of this nation that's willing to tank this country, listening to them. And it's not just him, it's all of them. We have Peter Thiel and all of those other Heritage Foundation people to thank for this. This was their goal.
And
They
I
played
can't
the
think
long
of
game. And I will say
anybody
this
in his
repeatedly.
cabinet disqualified. Period.
All
I
everybody in
can't
his
think of
cabinet is
anybody that
disqualified.
who
They are DEI
is
hires.
not qualified.
They're
They
DEI
are
hires.
yes
They don't
sir
want to believe
hires.
it.
I can't even. They yes sir hires. They just face mats or to placate him
Doormats.
and force his agenda.
Sycophants.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah,
Sycophants.
thank you.
Yeah.
Go hear my literary genius. Go ahead,
But
girl.
no, I'm just it just really blows my mind, these rabbit holes that I go down, like on X, because yes, I'm still on X, and it's a toxic app. X is
Yeah,
extremely
I
toxic.
deleted it. I deleted X.
It's
I said I
extremely
can't.
toxic. But to hear, it's an echo chamber. It really is an echo chamber for those people that believe all of these things. And it's people that are around you. And I will say this, and this is a hill I am willing to die on. If you voted for this administration, if you're cheering on what ICE is doing, we will never operate in the same airspace. We will never be friends. I will never talk to you because you are telling me at this point that you have zero humanity in you related to me and anybody else that looks different than you. And the news flash is you poor people in the Appalachian, all these southern states and living in these trailer parks, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. They don't give a fuck about you either. So keep giving them your money. I love it. You got three teeth in your mouth fighting for space, but they care about you.
Hmm. Yeah, not at
Take
all.
some Tylenol.
Right. And a good thing you brought up Project 2025.
Mhm.
So one policy from Project 25 involves reducing federal spending on certain types of medical research. including studies that examine medication safety during pregnancy. If enacted, this can make it harder for public to trust science-driven answers to questions about safety when it comes to vaccinations, pregnant women, what they can and cannot take. And it also really, like, it's gonna lead to confusion, which we see now. You have a lot of parents out here who are like, okay, what can I do? And then they're finding also that you're having parents that are going to the doctors, making point, like a lot of doctors' offices are overwhelmed with people coming in with their children to get the vaccinations because they don't know if it's going to be available, if it's going
Those are smart parents.
Exactly. Like, they don't know if health insurance are going to continue to cover these things.
Yeah.
You just don't know. Like, because if they're giving these guidance, but you have the medical community saying, no, these are the things that keep our society safe. And then,
All of these people who don't believe in vaccines, I want you to never go to a doctor. If I was a doctor and you were my patient and you came to me questioning me about something that these idiots said, then I want you to have all of your documentation transferred. I'm going to call the nurse in and tell them to transfer their paperwork someplace else. I went to school for 15 years. I've been in practice for 20 years. I'm not going to have somebody off the street question me about something that this idiot said. Send them someplace else.
Right.
Speaking of which, did y'all see the dentist in California who said that when she finds out that the people aren't conservative MAGA supporters, she gives them a little less anesthesia when she's working on their mouth?
What?
Yeah. She says she deliberately wears a hat that says "Make smiles great again." And anyone that does a double take or question it, she gives them less laughing gas and less anesthesia in California. I think Governor Newsom is on it. She said this. She said this at a conservative political thing.
I would not. I'm
gonna find y'all the clip. I'll send you the clip. But I mean, it's pervasive. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Imagine that we've been walking around working beside people who thought like this for years.
Right. Ridiculous.
I think Kim is frozen.
Yeah, I think so too. I was like, wait a minute, she just okay. All right.
But it's a good picture, so you don't have to worry about being frozen with your mouth open, Kim. You absolutely look stunning. You look stunning with your beautiful long dresses.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Okay.
So I mean, just as for folks out there, listen to your doctor. Like, if you have a trusted medical professional that you go to, that you've gone to for years, like my doctor, I've been going to her since I was 12, 13 years old. That's just me. I keep doctors. Like, if you're good, I'm going to stay with you until you retire or die. But if I ever have any questions as far as medically, I will go to her and ask her, hey, listen, I heard such and such, or she'll tell me. And then, to me, like, she's my trusted medical professional. Why am I going to listen to an idiot who has no medical background at all, could barely talk? When he talks, he sounds like he's about to fall out in the floor. I cannot stand to hear this man talk. I swear.
A cabal of idiots. A cabal of idiots as in a cabinet. Welcome back. Kim, listen, I said you froze, right? But you froze in a very pretty.
You.
But you look so pretty. You look so pretty.
Yeah.
So your mouth wasn't open.
Oh man.
Very true. Very true. All right,
Oh,
so
but no,
go ahead.
no. I was just wanting to add to what Sassy had said really fast about the thing that that people are believing and taking their kids to get the vaccines and things of that nature. It's so scary because people used to be able to believe the institutions and the media that came to them. You built a trust in that. And so now what everything these people are saying, like, people don't want to do the work to find out the truth for themselves. It's like
That's it.
even with my kids, when they were young and they would tell me something, I'd be like,
Oh,
Okay.
internet is a beautiful thing sometimes when it
Yeah.
works.
It can be a blessing and a
It
curse.
can,
It can
it
be a
can. Yes,
blessing
it
and a
can.
curse.
All right.
So,
Until we get her back, I did want to go over last week's poll.
okay.
Um, Actually, let me see. All right, go ahead. You're good.
nope, I ain't saying nothing else. And I'm going to keep my
No,
mouth
I'm
closed.
just saying. Hey, I told Sassy, internet is a beautiful thing when it works.
When it works. When it works.
When it works. Um,
What was the question last week? The poll question?
so the poll question last week was, what is your main concern regarding freedom of speech? So the main concern was that the government is the main threat to freedom of speech, which is pretty much true. Um, there were some. I was watching the other day that the sale of TikTok, people are now questioning because the algorithms that they were trying to get from China for TikTok, China isn't turning it over. They got a copy of it. So the algorithms is they got a copy of it, and then it's coming to America, and then it's going to be American controlled.
It's going to
China
be
is not.
government control.
Yeah,
It's going to be
government.
government
It's going to be
control.
government,
And
but
I'm deleting
China.
TikTok when they get involved in it.
Well, I mean, if you have TikTok, it's if it's from the algorithm, it's going to be useless anyway.
Yep.
It's going to be useless anyway. But
Yep.
we're getting a copy. We're not getting it. There's they're not necessarily. That's why I said this isn't a sale of TikTok because China is still gonna have it. They're still
This
gonna
is a
have it.
bastardized copy of TikTok.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So now they made an interesting point that you have a lot of these companies. You have at least 10 companies in the US that controls um
Media.
major media such as Twitter, Washington Post, which, Twitter is,
Bezos, Zuckerberg, Ellison, Murdoch,
and they're all
um,
under this.
the dude that owns Palantir,
Well,
because it says
Ellison owns
Ellison,
Oracle, which is the problem.
but
And he's
Ellison
a
owns
mega donor for
Oracle
Trump,
and wait a minute, Ellison owns Oracle and Sinclair,
which is
Sinclair
taking
Broadcast.
over TikTok.
which is
Oracle
taking
is
over
taking over
TikTok. And I
TikTok.
Yeah,
feel bad for
Yeah.
the I feel bad because it's gonna be a lot of people. A lot of people make a lot of money on TikTok.
yeah, and it's not going to be
And
the same.
it's
It's
not
not
going to
going
be the
to be the
same.
same.
Then these social media influencers, y'all need to find another
Right.
platform now because they're going
Yeah.
to disable the current TikTok and
Yeah.
make you re-download the
Yeah.
new TikTok.
Exactly.
And
And
once
you're
that
not.
new TikTok
And it's
comes,
going to.
I've already
It's going to control what you say. You're
yeah,
not going to have the freedom to say what you want to say.
yep. So
And
what
he
y'all need
pushes
to do
AI initiatives.
really quickly, what people need to do on TikTok, which is what I did, and I'm waiting for my information. You need to go to those three bars that's at the top of your TikTok, and then click on your privacy settings, and then click on text for them to download your data. So get your data now before the new TikTok comes. And it takes about 3 or 4 days. So I requested mine yesterday. So hopefully I will have a downloaded copy of my data by Tuesday or Wednesday of the file of the coming week.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's good to
It's
know.
just
A lot
something
of
to
people
think
don't know
about. It's
that. A
just
lot
something
of people don't
that's
know that.
no, they
So
don't. They don't.
There you
Well,
go.
another part of it is that Ellison, not only is he a mega donor for Trump, but he's also a big supporter of the AI initiatives that create the deep fakes. So
Yep.
when you're putting out that misinformation and you're talking about, like, I was just told today, I haven't seen it, but I was told today that there was a deep fake about Obama being at a table. He came and sat down with Trump, and people came and arrested him and put him on his knees in front of Trump.
Yeah.
And like
But
that
you
whole
know
deep
that's a
fake.
deep fake though. But we know
No, no, no.
that is but
But the
that's
thing
Trump's wet
is,
dream. That's his wet dream.
everybody else may assume that that's, if you see it, not just something as crazy as that, but just little things that people believe because they see it.
Because
They don't
America
even
is
go to
full of a
see it.
bunch of dumb motherfuckers. Sorry.
It
We
is.
know
It is.
America is full of a bunch
It
of
is.
dumb
Yeah,
motherfuckers that
Yes.
don't
we are not the
understand shit.
first in
If you
anything
actually,
positive. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
We are not
girl,
the first in anything positive. We are the first in things like birth mortality, um, on education, homelessness, population, incarceration. I'm sure we're number one and top of the list in terms of, per capita of constituents. So yeah, we are not number one in any facet of anything positive in
No,
terms of what goes on in the rest of the world. I
absolutely
think
not.
they could call us a shithole country. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
because we are.
what's we
Uh,
we are. What's our poll question this week?
yeah. So our poll question for this week is: do you believe this will change confidence folks have in the CDC? That's gonna be our poll question for next week.
Hmm.
Because you
And
have
if
some
you
folks
haven't
that will
lost
believe
confidence
and
in
some
the
people who will continue to, you know,
if
can believe what they say.
No.
Or you're gonna have folks that are like, no, this sounds like bullshit to me.
I want to believe
So
that the Women Talk Live audience are educated and informed individuals. I want to believe that. But there's
Hmm.
also some Women Talk Live audience members that believe everything coming out of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
hmm, yeah,
And I question their thinking skills.
exactly.
I said it.
There you go.
But we're here to educate you so you can get it right.
Yeah, thank you, Kim, for cleaning it up. I mean,
Yeah,
KL
we're
for
here to
cleaning
educate
it
you. That's
up. Thank
all.
you. Thank you for cleaning it up.
All
Because I'm
right.
at this point, I'm like 30% of this country is lost forever. Forever.
It's. I don't
It's
think we can ever
scary.
go back. I don't know. I
The
don't.
damage being done to this country is going to be, we may
It's gonna
not
be
even live to
lasting.
see it be corrected.
No,
Yeah.
I just think of the outpouring of just not even humanity in terms of them building these high rises and wanting to convict the homeless population and you price things out of people's control, but they got to work 100 hours. Now you want to have it so kids got to work and kids got to work to pay for their lunch and things like that. Like, who raised you? Like, where, how did you come to this mindset? But the first thing that happens is people don't realize all of them get free health care for them and their family. They get expense accounts for them bougie ass lunches that they take. All of those things. They don't have to worry about the things that the regular American worries about. And so for them, it's a non issue. Yeah, send my kid to the dentist and get braces. When parents are, getting braces themselves at 40 and 50 years old because they didn't have the money to get it, or their parents didn't have the money to get it when they were 16 and 15 years old. So, yeah, I think it's,
Yeah.
Okay.
All
trust
right.
but
So
verify, people.
all right, so we're gonna wrap up today's show. My final thought of the day is the problem with political jokes is that they get elected and appointed.
Ha!
Ooh,
What's
that
it?
was
What's the thing that they do
good.
now?
That
Yeah,
was
I saw that. I was like,
Drop it.
oh, okay, all right.
Drop
Yay! That was
it.
good. I like that.
That was good. That was good. I like that.
All right,
I
y'all.
like
This
that.
is Women's Talk Live overnights with your girl April J.
I'm your girl, Sassy Scribe.
And I am KL Boogie right on time.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next
See you
time.
in a week. Peace.
Women talk.